guys. Hey everyone, in this video we're gonna do a Helen-inspired arm workout with our weights. If you don't have weights at home, that's all right. You can get creative and use like some cans of soup or like a water bottle, or just do like your body weight, and that's totally fine. It's whatever you have and whatever works best for you today. It's a good idea to start with a little warm up and some stretches, similar to like we do when you're here. So we can reach across, reach up, all of those things. There's another stretching video out that you can do if you want to, or you can stretch on your own, but I'm gonna go ahead for time's sake and get started with our weights. So we're gonna start with some curls. You can play around if you like doing them like this, or you can turn them up and down and do hammer curls. If you need to, you can do like one hand at a time. You can play around with it a little bit. We can do this one for a couple more reps. And then we're gonna move into our shoulder presses. So you can play around with them going out wide or together, one at a time or together. Again, it's whatever feels right for you. If you need to slow it down, you can go one at a time. That's great. And we'll bring them down, take a minute, and we'll get right back into those curls. Just do about 5 more curls. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and then we'll pop right back up to our presses. Sometimes it's kind of a fun brain game to like go one at a time, then both at a time, just to kind of change up the exercise a little bit. Do our last couple here. And put our weights down, shake it out a little bit. And we'll go into some of our like peekaboos. With this one, if you want, you can do one arm out at a time or both arms out, trying to really press your shoulder blades together back there. We'll do 3, 2, and 1. Then we'll move our weights down and we'll go into some rows. So you're gonna have the weights in front of you and pulling them back. Again, this one's working your upper back. Really trying to squeeze those muscles together in your back. Last couple. And we'll go right back into, our flies or peekaboos. I like to call them peekaboos, but I know that's not the real name. And 2, and last one. Nice job. And then we'll go into some of our, you can stretch out your arms if you need. We're gonna go into our straight up and down. So you're gonna hold them here, bring your arm up and down. If you want a fun variation, you can go like up, turn, bring it down. I actually did that one backwards. So up, turn, and down, up, turn. Feel it in those wrists and your forearms. Let's do like 3 more on each side. Here's 1. And 2. And 3. Nice, and then we'll go into the rows again. So hold the weights out in front and squeeze those shoulders back together and back up. Couple more. Y'all are doing great. And last one. Nice, you set your weights down, shake them out, and we'll move into some zips. So we'll have our weights down here. You're gonna pull up like you're zipping your jacket. I'm gonna keep them kind of close to your body and go slow and controlled. Let's do like 5 more. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're gonna do our punches. Just kind of go back and forth, kind of like you're boxing. Last couple. And then we're gonna move into some more of like an uppercut punch. Really trying to be controlled here. Please do not punch yourself in the face. That is not the goal. If you need to, you can drop the weights and just use your arms on these. Totally up to you. We'll do last couple each side. And we'll get right back into our zips. So, like we're zipping up a jacket, keeping the weights nice and close to your body, sitting up nice and tall. We'll do like 4 more maybe. Just 1, 2, 3, and 4. And go right into punches. So just little punches out in front. Last couple each side, and we'll move into our uppercuts. You got it, couple more. I know my arms are starting to feel tired here, but you can do it. All right, you can set one weight down, and we can have our second weight. We're gonna hold it into our chest, and we're gonna do some twists. They go side to side. When we're doing these, really try to keep your stomach muscles tight. Work on some of that core strength. You can do about 5 more. 4. And last one. Nice, and then we can take the weight and we're gonna do like chops. You can go up overhead, back down. You can play around with like making it diagonal. Or if the middle's good for you, that's great. If you're diagonal, make sure we're getting both sides in. And then we can go do, like, hold the weight out in front and stir. Make little circles, like you're stirring a pot. This one always reminds me of Hannah Montana when in her song she says, mix it all together and you get the best of both ways. And go the other way. Nice, and we can shake it out a little bit. And then we'll go back up to middle and do some of our tilts. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We can go back into our twist. Keeping our stomach muscles tight, working on that core. And then from twists, and this is our last round, we can also play around with leaning back and forward, holding the weight in the middle. Kind of like a seated sit-up. With this one, make sure your wheelchair brakes are on and that you're stable. We'll do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now we'll go back to our chops. So you can go in the middle. Or we can do some diagonals. More diagonals. With these, especially if you're doing the diagonals, try to keep your core tight too. That'll get you a little bit extra. And I'll do 5 more in the middle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Shake it out. I know those make my arms pretty tired. And then we'll go back into our last exercise, doing our holds, stirs, and tilts. So once you feel like you're ready, you can meet me here, and we'll do stirs. And we'll go both ways, having pretty soft elbows here. And then our tilts. So weight up and tilt. I always think these are the hardest, so I'm not sure why we always do them last, but these definitely get me. 3, 2, and 1. You can set your weights down, shake it out, make sure you do some stretches. Thank you guys so much for following along. I'm so proud of you guys for working out even when you're at home, and thank you so much for watching.